Hello everyone, it is Mark Berman from TVMI. It is Wednesday, November 18th, and I would like to welcome you back to our daily videocast. Let me begin today with an item about Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. The two are reuniting to host Saturday Night Live on NBC on December 19th. As you know, they hosted the annual Golden Globe Awards for the last 3 years. They work flawlessly together, and they both come from SNL. And as you probably know by now, they are not going to be hosting the Golden Globe Awards this year. Ricky Gervais is returning, and personally, I truly cannot stand him. I could just imagine him acting like a drunken idiot holding a glass of alcohol. Just don't like the guy, but I do like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. And speaking of SNL, Ryan Gosling is hosting on December 5th, and Chris Hemsworth is hosting on December 12th. Over at ABC, the network has ordered 2 additional episodes each of its comedies The Middle, The Goldbergs, Blackish, and Fresh Off the Boat. Fresh Off the Boat will be moving into the Tuesday 8 p.m. half hour on March 6th, leading into a new comedy called The Real O'Neills. At that point, the Muppets will have ended either the season or the series. WeTV has announced a new docuseries called Basketball Moms. It will focus on 5 mothers living in Houston, Texas, whose children are competing on local basketball teams and will follow their lives. Here's my assistant, Buster. He just came down. Finally, he's awake. Maybe he can help me. Over at History, the network has announced a limited 4-part series called Christmas Through the Decades. It will debut on Wednesday, November 25th at 10 p.m. next week, and each of the 4 episodes will focus on a different decade. It starts with the 1960s. It concludes with the 1990s. Antenna TV, one of the many nostalgia networks themed, or cable networks themed to TV nostalgia, has added 26 stations to its roster. If you'd like to see what stations they are, please check out today's newsletter. I am a huge fan, obviously, of Antenna TV. I watch all the nostalgia networks. My one request would be for decades to come up with a comprehensive schedule instead of the ad hoc scheduling it has now, which to me makes no sense. If you happen to be a fan of Better Call Saul, which is the prequel to Breaking Bad, the upcoming 2nd season will begin on Monday, February 15th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Better Call Saul had a very solid first season. It was nominated for 7 Emmy Awards, including Outstanding Drama Series. It didn't win, but it could next year. And it is also, historically, the 2nd highest rated cable network or cable series for the first season in the history of television. And the number 1 entry is Walking Dead sequel, Fear the Walking Dead, which makes sense. Let's head over to syndication. This is interesting. Judge Judy from CBS Television Distribution, listen to this. For the week of November 2nd, based on the Live Plus same-day data, rose to a 7.8 rating in households. This was Judy's best household rating since the week of January 6, 2014, almost 2 years, and Judy has now led among all first-run strips in all categories for 20 straight weeks. She has been the number 1 court strip for 998 consecutive weeks. This is a woman who works 4 days a month and makes a reported $45 million per year. Not a bad gig, and what a great person she is. I've had the opportunity to interview her a couple of times. Today in TV history, let's go back to 1992. We had the 100th episode of NBC's In the Heat of the Night. In 1998, 2 other series celebrated 100 episodes. That was Party of 5 on Fox, which I was a huge fan of at the time, and Star Trek Voyager on UPN. And then way earlier in 1951, 64 years ago, was the debut of CBS documentary series See It Now, hosted by Edward R. Murrow. And that is our daily video cast from TVMI on this 18th day of November. I thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you the next time. Take care.